Hello and a very good evening to Gradeup Special 7 Quiz, wherein we come up with 5 questions from 7 important magazines and sources. I am Shailender Singh and I welcome you all to Gradeup Special 7 Quiz once again. Today we will be doing part 9. So those of you who have missed out on the previous parts, please go through them. They are very important, just like this session is going to be very important. आज हम लोग जो questions हैं वो RSTV से लेकर आए हैं, राज्यसभा टीवी से. It happens to be one of the very important sources of discussion and debates, and a lot of important themes are covered in RSTV. So that is why we will see how much knowledge you have about the various important themes regarding the current affairs. So we'll be talking about all of those. Before going forward, guys, to optimize on the benefits from this series, what I had suggested in one of the parts before, that please do make a register and divide that register into 7 parts with each of these magazines as the title name, and please add on to those notes, and at the end of this series you will find that you have a very good compilation of very important topics and themes. I hope you guys are doing that as well. Alright, so let's move towards the agenda of the day, the main agenda. Are you guys excited? I am at least very excited to see who emerges as a winner today, because the names of the winners keeps changing every single day, and this is why I'm particularly excited. Pooja, a very good evening. Lakhveer, very good evening. I can see some of you already here on the screen, and you guys are ready to participate. That's fantastic. We already have some people who would be participating, and those of you who have just joined and are not aware about this as to how to participate in the leaderboard, how to participate in this quiz, guys, please do go to menti.com and use this code. Just go to menti.com. You can use this link which is provided to you in the comment section. Just click that link and just feed this code 7364851 and you would be ready to play the quiz. So guys, are you all set to play the quiz, to take up the first question of the day? Before going forward, before I ask you the first question, please, you know what you have to do. Like the session, subscribe the Gradeup IAS channel, and also share this video with your friends and other people as much as possible. So here is the first question for the day on your screen, and here it is. Consider the following statements with reference to Agriculture Infrastructure Fund AIF. AIF के बारे में पूछ रहा है. You have to identify the correct statements. So there are 3 statements, a bit long statements. So that is why you need to make sure you go through them very carefully. You have sufficient time, but you need to take sufficient time as well to get this answer correct. Alright, so everybody has voted, and let's see who is the person who has scored something out here. Only one guy who has scored something, and let's see who that person is. So option A is the correct one, and let's see out of you two, Shrikutan and Krunal, it's Shrikutan who has scored 891 points. Congratulations, Shrikutan. That's getting off to a flying start, and I do hope that you continue to build on this momentum. And at the same time, Krunal, you still have 4 questions to do, 4 questions to go, and the leaderboard, you know, changes very frequently, and so there's a vast opportunity for you out here. Alright, so as for this question, guys, it is asking the correct statement. As for the first one, the fund will facilitate medium and long-term financing for investment in post-harvest infrastructure management, community agriculture assets. This is absolutely right. So some time ago, the Prime Minister of the country, through video conferencing, he launched this scheme, Agriculture Infrastructure Fund scheme, which will facilitate medium and long-term financing. Financing करता है, it provides loans to the farmers, and there will be interest subvention scheme also up to 3%. 3% interest subvention होगा, and the scheme duration is for 10 years. Financial year 2020 से लेके fiscal year 2020 से लेके it will be right up to 2029, that is 2029. So for a duration of 10 years. As for the second statement, so once the first statement, this is absolutely right. The second statement, it says under this scheme, loans up to rupees 2 crores would be guaranteed. So ये जो सारे फैक्ट्स है ना बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है आपके एग्जाम के लिए. यू हैव टू रिमेंबर दिस. देयर इज नो एस्केपिंग दीज फैक्ट्स एंड दोस फैक्ट्स आर वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. सो 2 crore. सो एग्जाम में 3 crore हो सकता है, 5 crore हो सकता है, कुछ भी लिख सकते हैं टू check your understanding of these themes. And you have to remember, that's why I said you can make a register and take down the notes. Will be guaranteed by Credit Guarantee Fund Trust for Micro and Small Enterprises. This is also absolutely correct. And the trust fee for this guarantee will be borne by the central government. Central sector scheme है, सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट फाइनेंसिस करेगी. बेसिकली जितनी भी पोस्ट हार्वेस्ट इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर है, बी इट द कोल्ड स्टोरेज और बी द वेयर हाउसेज, बिकॉज यू नो दैट हमारी मार्केटिंग है, एग्रीकल्चर मार्केटिंग है, और जितने भी कोल्ड स्टोरेज इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर फैसिलिटीज हैं, वी डोंट हैव वेरी गुड इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर एज फार एज द पोस्ट हार्वेस्ट infra comes into picture. And this is why, to boost that infra, government has come up with this very fantastic scheme, and let's see if it gets executed fantastically as well. As for the third statement, guys, this is wrong, because memorandum of understanding has been signed by the government at present with public sector banks only, with 11 of public sector banks. So यहाँ पे private sector का कोई यहाँ पे role नहीं देखने को मिलता है. So that is why the third statement is incorrect, and now you know that which of the 2 statements are right, that is 1 and 2, and the third one is incorrect. So moving towards the second question of the day, and I'm sure that we have some more participation over here. All set, everybody? Everybody excited to take up the second question? And I can see quite a few participants over here, and the more participants I see, actually the more I get excited to see if there is any change on the leaderboard and who gets it right. So without waiting any further, guys, let's see the second question of the day, and here it is on your screens. Consider the following statements with regard to Northeast insurgency. Incorrect identify करना है आपको. I'm cautioning you. So my job here is to caution you so that all of you get the answers correct. Incorrect identify करना है. 2 options हैं, 3 options है, statements है. It's like very fairly simple, not a very difficult kind of question, but nonetheless important from India's security point of view, strategic point of view. So question is important, but it is not a difficult question, and I'm sure that थोड़ा सा अगर आप general awareness use करेंगे, you would be able to get this question right. So we already have 8 people who have already answered, and let's see if there is someone else who is yet to answer, but the time is going to end soon. Please do it fast. 6, 5, 4, no time is left, by the way. Please vote fast. All right, so time's up for you guys. Let's see what's the leaderboard like, and we have 4 of you. Congratulations everybody, you have got the answer correct. That is 3 only. So you have 4 people out here who have done marvelously well, and I'm very excited to see who all are there. All right, so quite a few guys out here. Shrikutan has again performed very well, exceedingly well, and this time also, Shrikutan, you are the fastest with 1713 points. So you are maintaining the lead. In fact, yesterday also you emerged as the winner. So today also, let's see if you emerge the winner once again. Then on the second spot, we have a surprise entry in the form of Nilima Biswal, 801 points you have. Then we have Krunal. So Krunal has also opened his account with 752 points, and on the 4th spot we have Boti Macboat Face. Wow, nice name. 729 points you have, and then we have some of the participants over here who have yet to make any beginning. All right, so this is the leaderboard like as of now. What the question is talking about. So हमको incorrect identify करना था. As for the first statement, improved security relation with Myanmar and Bangladesh has helped in reduction of insurgency related incidents. This is absolutely correct. हमारे जो insurgency related incidents हैं North East में, especially over the last couple of years since 2014, there has been 78% decline in the number of casualties that our security forces face there over there, and also 70% decline in the number of such insurgency related incidents. So casualty front पे है, civilian casualty कम हो रही है, security personnel हमारे जो देश के सुरक्षा forces and the security forces who are deployed in the northeastern part of the country, they are also facing less casualties, and overall the incidents have also dropped ever since 2013-2014. So this is absolutely correct, and that can be attributed to the improved security, the improved overall relations with Myanmar government as well as the Bangladeshi government. Sheikh Hasina is there, you know very well, and we do have a cordial rapport with the government of Sheikh Hasina. Then we have the second statement which says that Naga insurgency is called mother of insurgency in entire northeast, and this is absolutely right. Naga issue, actually it was the first to crop up with regard to the secessionist movement that took place, because the Naga National Council hai, that was formed in 1946 under AZ Pizo. He was a Naga leader. And you know that there are a lot of tribes in Nagaland, and collectively they have this identity of being Naga. They wanted another state, and this Naga National Council, NNC, it declared Nagaland as an independent country on 14th of August 1947, and soon after it took up arms against the Indian state. And that insurgency, in some way or the other, it has continued right up to the present. And you know that the peace talks are being held by the Indian government interloper and the relevant Naga insurgent parties. As for the third statement, the number of casualties has been on the rise since 2014. This is absolutely wrong. As I said in the beginning, the number of casualties is going down. Be it the number of casualties of the security forces, which is very good for us, or the civilians, or the terrorists, the insurgents themselves, because the number of insurgency related cases are going down. So you know what is the right answer for this as well. All right, so guys, all set for the next question? Yes, Pooja, we will come to the next question, but it's not just quiz session, it's also some takeaways, some informative session. And this is why those of you who are not able to get the right answer, I need to explain as to what is the right answer and why those statements were correct or incorrect. So the explanation part is also required. If there is anything that you require me to explain once again, so I can't understand, actually you're asking, please sir, tell once again what exactly you want to understand. If you could highlight that so that I can particularly know what you're talking about. All right. So guys, coming on to the next question, AK is saying it's his first class. AK, you know what you have to do. Those of you who are attending this class for the first time, menti.com पर जाना है and 7364851 code use करना है, so that you can also challenge the leaders on the leaderboard. Why should 1, 2, 3, the top three people on the leaderboard should have all the fun? Because there could be more challenges, right? So you know what you have to do. All right, and guys, also please do like the session and do subscribe to Gradeup IAS channel. And now you have done that, we are moving forward to the next question. I hope you guys are ready, you guys are attentive, and please make sure that almost all of you, in fact I would expect कि सारे के सारे आप लोग सही आंसर दीजिए, but I know that's not possible, but let's see how many of you can get this right. And here is the question on your screen. Consider the following with regard to India's Act East policy. Act East policy से related है. Act East policy is very important for your exam. You know UPSC is very fascinated with such kind of questions, and that is why the importance of this question gets even accentuated further, even further. And you have to identify the correct one. Those statements हैं, relatively it's not a difficult question, and most of you should get this right. It's a low hanging fruit, guys, to improve your score. So please be careful. Make sure that you try to get it right. You have sufficient time, and you people are taking more time today, and this is indeed good for you, so that you don't end up committing those so-called silly mistakes, right? So yes, take your time, but you need to hurry up now because the countdown has begun and only a few seconds are left. So 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and the time's up for everybody, and let's see what's the pattern like. So only 2 of you have got it right, and 4 of you marked both 1 and 2, you are incorrect. So the answer is 1 only. So let's see if there is any change on the leaderboard. So we have 2 more entrants in the form of Sawan and Pooja. So this time Pooja being the fastest with 967 points. So the leaderboard looks something like this. Shrikutan with 1713 points, followed by Sawan with 1385 points, followed by Pooja 967 points, followed by Nilima and Krunal. So a lot of you guys still have to make any mark on the leaderboard yet, and some of you who have already done well. There's a lot of challenge, there is a lot of competition out here, and आज का जो competition है काफी tough है, but because a lot of participants are here who have done quite well so far, but you still have 2 questions to go which can totally disrupt the scene. So this is the question. AEP provides an interface between Northeast India, including the state of Arunachal Pradesh and ASEAN region, and this is absolutely correct. So AEP, that is Act East policy of the Indian government that was launched in 2014, right? This is an extension of Look India, Look East policy. So Look East जो policy थी 1991 में आया था, उसका extension है Act East policy, which was kind of re-energized in 2014 to focus on the so far the hitherto somewhat neglected region and the ASEAN region, the Southeast Asian region, which is the extended neighborhood of India, but strategically बहुत ज़्यादा importance है उस चीज़ की जो Southeast Asian countries हैं, because India का जो traditional focus west की तरफ बहुत ज़्यादा है. Somehow we are like obsessed with the west, and we have neglected our immediate neighborhood. But what impacts more is the immediate neighborhood, चाहे security concern है, चाहे political concern है, चाहे economic concern है. So that is why the government shifted focus to the northeastern part of the country as well as the ASEAN region, and Northeast being at the interface of these 2 locations, being somewhat the transitional zone between Southeast India and between the Southeast Asian region and South Asia. This can serve us really very well with regard to our connection with the Southeast Asian countries. As for the second statement, the policy is conceived purely as an economic initiative. No, this is incorrect, because the policy is conceived not only as an economic initiative, but security implications are there. Then we have infrastructure implications, cultural implications, because you know many of these countries are Buddhist and India is the original land of Buddhism. So this is how we are trying to take this in an all-encompassing direction. We are trying to make this holistic rather than making it purely economic or transactional. So people to people contact है, cultural है, connectivity की बात हो रही है. You know the Kaladan multimodal transit project भी हमने launch किया है. Then IMT trilateral highway को भी initiate कर दिया गया. So you know the many of these projects are being undertaken by the government of India and these countries. So you know now what the right answer is. Alright, so coming to the 4th question. Guys, those of you who have just joined in, who have just arrived on the platform, what you have to do, menti.com पे जाना है and 7364851. This is the instruction, this is a code that you have to use. So you know what you have to do, and I hope you guys are prepared to deal with the 4th question of the day. And without waiting any further, here is the question in front of you. Consider the following statements with reference to National Recruitment Agency. बहुत important question है. In fact, those of you who have attended my class on YouTube on NRA, National Recruitment Agency, you would be able to answer this. But otherwise also, I'm sure that many of you can get it right. But you have to identify the incorrect statement, not the correct one. So please pay attention to that. इसलिए हमने last में वो लिखा है that which of these is or are incorrect, not in the beginning, to kind of trap you. So Please take your time. It's not a very difficult question, but those of you who have not been through NRA or what are the facets or features of NRA, you would not be able to get it right. So आपकी awareness इस चीज में बहुत ज़्यादा important है. UPSC can ask this question being a very important theme. So you should be totally aware about all the facets of NRA. And that is why I ask you to maintain a notebook. So time is gonna be up soon, and the time is actually up, and let's see how many of you have pulled off this question. And we have just 2 of you who have got this right. 1 and 3 only, this is the right answer, and only 2 of you have gotten this right. And let's see who those 2 people are, and we can see some change on the leaderboard. And the change is a very welcome change, because here we have some new names coming up. So here we have Shrikutan, you still have the lead, but this time you did not get it right. 1713 points. Krunal, fantastic, you have done fantastic with 1566 points, followed by Sawan with 1385 points, followed by Pooja, and this time Anu has got it right, and she is also the fastest with 873 points. Congratulations Anu, you have just barged into the leaderboard. I'm sure that last question भी बचा हुआ है, so last question में आपका जो ranking है और ऊपर आप जा सकते हैं. So all the best for the next question. And Nilima with 801 points, and we still have some people over here who are yet to do anything on the leaderboard. So don't worry guys, you still have 1 more question to go, so don't be hopeless. You still have 1 question, as I said, and even 1 question can make a lot of difference. You know that already, right? Okay, so talking about the explanation part, which is also very important, not just the points but the knowledge also, the ultimate takeaway for you. So it is asking the incorrect one. As for the first statement, NRA will conduct a common eligibility test. Yes, recently the Union Cabinet approved the formation of this body, NRA, National Recruitment Agency, which will be conducting common eligibility test for only non-gazetted posts. So it is not gazetted post, it is non-gazetted post in the central government and public sector banks. So as of now, to make a beginning, Mr. Shailender Singh है जो MOS है, Ministry of Personal and Pension etc. उन्होंने कहा है कि 2021 से इसको implement कर देंगे. And in the beginning only the IBPS for banks, bank PO के एग्जाम है, और the SSC or the railways, RRBs, they would be participating in this. So basically NRA would be conducting the screening test. जो screening होती है, prelims होता है, that it would be conducting in the form of common eligibility test. And once those scores are generated, the next levels like the mains or the second round, they would be conducted by those recruiting bodies themselves, like the RRBs or the IBPS or SSC. So is it clear? So that is why the first is incorrect, because it would be selecting the non-gazetted post, selecting for the non-gazetted post, not for the gazetted ones. As for the second one, the aim of a common entrance exam is to eliminate multiple tests and save precious time as well resources. This is absolutely correct, because it will eliminate the need to have multiple tests. IBPS is conducting a separate test for screening as prelims, then RRB is conducting a separate one, SSC is conducting separate one. So that actually currently leads to a lot of this multiplicity of tests. और जो aspirants हैं, आप जैसे aspirants हैं, कई सारे उनको कभी इस एग्जाम में देने जाना पड़ता है to a far off city, or people from backward areas, rural areas, they have to travel a lot and they have to attempt for multiple exams. Then that also requires a lot of time, lot of resources also, boarding, lodging, plus exam के लिए भी आपको अलग से prepare इसके लिए करना पड़ेगा, इसके लिए थोड़ा अलग से prepare करना पड़ेगा. But this will actually save your time, your precious resources. All you have to do is just clear this screening test. साल में 2 बार आप दे सकते हैं, online test है. So this makes it a very, very important kind of change that the government is trying to bring as far as the reforms in the recruitment is concerned in the country. As for the third statement, the score of CET will be valid for 5 years. No, this is incorrect. The score would be valid for a period of 3 years. 3 साल के लिए valid होगा. तो आपने लेट्स से इस साल कोई एग्जाम दिया सीईटी, उसमें आपका अच्छा स्कोर आता है, नेक्स्ट ईयर देते हैं स्कोर उतना अच्छा नहीं आता, बट द बेस्ट ऑफ द स्कोर वुड बी कंसिडर्ड. सो ऐसा नहीं है दैट दिस ईयर you performed well and the next year you did not perform well, so the next year's score would be considered the best. No, it would be the best score that would be considered as current and active. So you know that this is an incorrect statement. All right, so first and third incorrect and the second statement is absolutely correct. So guys, after getting enlightened on that, you know that the last question is there, and actually the competition is quite tough out here. I can see that there are a lot of participants over here and most of you are doing pretty well. So please pay attention to this question. The last question hai. All right, last question hai, and let's see who emerges as the winner. And I will really be excited to see this time today Shrikutan emerges as the winner as he emerged yesterday, or is there any change on the leaderboard? So let's see, and I hope that you guys are ready, right? So here is the question. Without waiting any further, let's take up the question and please try to get it right. You can take your time. इंटरनेशनल स्फीयर से क्वेश्चन है. इंटरनेशनल स्फीयर से भी आपको पता है यूपीएससी काफी ऑब्सेस्ड रहता है इंटरनेशनल जो डेवलपमेंट्स हैं इनसे क्वेश्चन, एंड दिस बिकम्स अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन फॉर योर यूपीएससी एग्जाम. विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग स्टेटमेंट्स विद रिगार्ड टू टर्की ग्रीस स्टैंड ऑफ इज आर करेक्ट? करेक्ट पूछा है टर्की ग्रीस स्टैंड ऑफ का. लेट्स सी हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू कैन गेट इट राइट. इट्स अ वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन. ब्लू होमलैंड का कॉन्सेप्ट पूछा है, टर्की ग्रीस स्टैंड ऑफ का क्वेश्चन से रिलेटेड है. एज सच आपको मैप में मेडिटेरियन सी के बारे में पता होना चाहिए. यू शुड नो द ज्योग्राफिकल लोकेशन ऑफ टर्की एंड ग्रीस अपार्ट फ्रॉम दिस इमीडिएट क्वेश्चन, सो दैट यूपीएससी अगर एसोसिएटेड ज्योग्राफी क्वेश्चन भी पूछता है, सो यू शुड बी इन अ पोजिशन टू हैंडल दोज क्वेश्चन. एंड the time is going to be up soon, guys. Please hurry up. Those of you who are still confused as to what to answer, please do it, and the time is really up for you. And let's see if there any change on the leaderboard. So you can see what is happening on the leaderboard. Neither 1 nor 2. So you guys, most of you, 5 of you, you try to take up the third option, that is the option C, both 1 and 2, but this is not correct. The answer is neither 1 nor 2. And let's see if there is any change on the leaderboard. So Shrikutan, today also you are the winner. Congratulations once again, 1713 points, followed by Krunal. We have 1566 points, followed by Sawan 1385 points, followed by Pooja 967 points, followed by I can't see the name actually, it's not visible. I think it's Anu 873 points, followed by Nilima 801 points. But you guys played extremely well today. You guys fared extremely well. Questions are not easy, so please don't get disheartened. Those of you who could not score anything, or those of you who did not score too much, the questions are of moderate difficulty level, or rather difficulty level in some of the questions. So आप लोगों ने बहुत अच्छा किया है considering the nature of the questions. You guys have performed exceedingly well, and Shrikutan, this is absolutely fantastic. आपका जो performance है, that's just soaring up and up every passing day. And as for the statements, you see why you got it wrong. See, and guys, please pay attention to this. बहुत important question है. Actually, such kind of questions can come in the UPSC exam because they are very pertinent to the international affairs. क्या development हो रही है, concept भी. You see, Blue Homeland. This sounds very catchy, and the UPSC can ask questions related to all these themes. So, as for the first statement, Blue Homeland refers to expansionist energy policy in the Eastern Mediterranean. Yes, this is correct, but it is not advocated by Greece. It is advocated by Turkey. Turkey is advocating this expansionist policy in the Eastern Mediterranean Sea. आपको पता है Mediterranean Sea में, and you should be knowing what all countries border the Mediterranean Sea. If you don't know what all countries border this sea, Mediterranean one, then it would be difficult for you to understand the nuances of this question or any question related to geography as well of that area. So Turkey ने मावी वतन और ब्लू होमलैंड पॉलिसी काफी टाइम से तूल पकड़ रही है. इट इज गेनिंग अ लॉट ऑफ ग्राउंड इन टर्की, and even the Turkish civilians, they are also very excited about this new expansionist policy, which is talking about being more aggressive in the Eastern Mediterranean Sea, where Turkey is laying claim to exclusive economic zone that are apparently under the sovereignty of Greece as well as Cyprus, because there are a lot of important gas reserves, rich gas reserves, and Turkey wants control over those gas reserves, and that thing is being challenged by Greece as well as Cyprus. Though countries, and not only Greece but Cyprus also, they are directly challenging this notion of Turkey. So you know that first statement is wrong. And as for the second statement, France is supporting Turkey's claim. No, France is not supporting Turkey's claim. France is supporting Greece and Cyprus's claim. उनको सपोर्ट कर रहा है अगेंस्ट टर्की. सो फ्रेंच मिलिट्री वहां पे डिप्लॉय कर दी है उन्होंने मेडिटेरेनियन ने, एंड इट फ्रांस इज टॉकिंग अबाउट द रूल ऑफ लॉ एंड ऑल दो सॉर्ट्स ऑफ थिंग. द यूएन क्लॉज जो ट्रीटी भी हुई है, सो यू शुड बी नोइंग मोर अबाउट यूएन क्लॉज. सो इट इज टॉकिंग अबाउट ऑल ऑफ दैट. सो द स्टेटमेंट, द सेकंड वन इज ऑल्सो इनकरेक्ट ओवर हियर, एंड नाउ you know why most of you, or rather all of you, got this incorrect. So guys, towards the end, I just have this important announcement for you. We have the Gradeup Super subscription plan for you, which provides you unlimited access to all the structured courses, 11 plus structured live courses and 60 plus mock tests. And we have all these various durations of subscription plans, 24 months, 12 months and 6 months. And these, the lectures, the classes will be taught by expert faculties, and you can also have your performance and report card and complete doubt resolution as well. So without waiting any further, you can go to the description box and click the link, and that will take you to this subscription plan if you are interested in joining this. So guys, I will see you tomorrow. Please don't forget to like this session, share it, and also do subscribe to Gradeup IAS channel, so that कल भी आप लोग participation कर सकते हैं, and we can see more and more participation and also some change with regard to the winner. So I want to see more of you challenging the first position of Shikutan that he has been maintaining for the last 2 sessions, today as well as yesterday. So let's see how you guys fare tomorrow. Alright, so guys, take care of yourself. I'll see you tomorrow at the same time. Till then, goodbye. Have a nice day.